greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Marshall's offense will get the first swing of the game. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Using his legs, it's Turner. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Grab behind the line. It's Fitzpatrick. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Offense gets set for second down. Grab behind the line. It's Chapman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Fitzpatrick. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense has its first opportunity of the day. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Back to throw, it's Beck. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a 1st down for Marshall.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open area.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing into zone defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball they're thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to pass. It's back. They're working that left side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position. Not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
The offense set for a first down play. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Georgia, 0.
They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Etienne.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Here comes the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, the inside give. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Marshall will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Running it back, it's Evans. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. A running back has it. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Beck. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? He makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Fitzpatrick. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Braxton. Snags it over the middle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He wants to throw it again. using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Metcalf. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Got his man quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy. Nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they'll try to tack on 2. He'll set up to throw. Got his man on the right. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And here's the return. And the returner is stopped. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Chapman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Marshall quick to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw, it's Braxton. Firing to the right, complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. Caught over the middle. It's Chapman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their sizes. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Chapman. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Rich legacy of tough guys on that Georgia defensive front. Bill Goldberg, Jordan Davis, David Pollock, and you're not running on these dudes right now.
No, they set the tone, man. They hunker down on that line of scrimmage. They anchor the point. Such big, beefy guys every single year. You better start with something else. The running game, that ain't gonna work.
And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
The give from the gun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Ready to try the point after. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third.
That ties the game at 14.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Grabs it in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. And they got him for the sack.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top going 63 yards to the house. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chapman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Open space at the 25. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
Now on first down from the 30. He's going to pass. Snares it outside. It's Chapman. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Oh, it's loose! And the defense snatches it and they reverse the field.
As a defensive guy, you chase, and you always want to get to the quarterback. You don't know how to make it a little bit better? Get to him and cause that fumble. Man, there's nothing better.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Yeah, and he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. On the move at the 30. Off he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Makes the grab. It's Metcalf.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Marshall quick to the line. Scanning the field, it's Braxton. Got out of trouble and throws. He finds his man. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage. And as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He'll come out throwing on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. They're going to throw it again. He's got him this time. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Yeah, he gets the first down, and I tell you what, these are the guys you like to go to. Throw those big-body tight ends with the sure mitts over the middle of the field where you know you can get a high percentage throw. Nice catch, nice first down.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Metcalf. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The snap sets up to throw. Looking to the end zone. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.